Most shooters ask you to manage your magazine. They want you to watch your ammo and worry about reloading your weapon. But in 2004, Valve gave us a weapon that turned the entire environment into your magazine. Why shoot a bullet when you can shoot a radiator? Why throw a grenade when you can play catch with one? Maybe even toss a sink at your enemies. It's the weapon that defined the Source engine, turned Ravenholm into a playground of jagged metal and explosives, and proved that the most lethal thing in a room isn't the gun in your hand, but it's the physics of the entire room itself. Today, we're looking at the gravity gun from Half-Life 2. All sources used for this video will be linked down in the description below. Like, sub, do all the YouTube stuff. It is greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. The gravity gun is a masterpiece of utility, but its stats are entirely dependent on what you're standing next to. Here are the stats. Projectile. Any environmental objects that have physics enabled. The world is your playground. Anything from a cardboard box to a car engine. Damage. Damage is scaled based on the object's weight and velocity. For example, a saw blade is a one-hit kill. A plastic crate? It's pretty much a distraction. Rate of fire. Rate of fire is really only limited by how fast you can find and grab a new object to toss at your targets. Range. We have two ranges to talk about here. Pulling, the gravity gun is limited around 15 to 20 feet, which falls into the short to medium range. As for punting or tossing objects, it's generally high range, but it comes down to the weight of the object as well. Some additional stats: ammo type, physics. Ammo cost, 0. It recharges its energy instantly. And the gravity gun is also known as the 0-point energy field manipulator, or even the 0-point energy gun. The real tech here is the Havoc physics engine. In 2004, the gravity gun was a technical flex. It required the game to calculate weight, friction, and collision in real time. When you punt an object, the gun applies a massive impulse force to the object's center of mass, turning a prop into a projectile with its own independent damage values. The gravity gun is the environmental dominator. It's a shield, a long-range grabber, and a high-impact launcher. Its role is to force the player to look at the world differently, not as a series of hallways, but as a stockpile of ammunition. Valve balanced this through object availability. In open fields, the gravity gun is less effective because there's nothing to throw. There's also a weight limitation. For example, cars and dumpsters, you can't pick these objects up, but you can at least shove them with the push feature of the gravity gun. You are also vulnerable while holding an object, as it can block your vision, or be shot out of your hands, or explode in your face if you're holding an explosive barrel or a grenade for too long. It's a weapon that is only as powerful as your surroundings. This thing looks like some crazed science project put together by a mad scientist. At its core, it appears to contain a Zen crystal. Some even say it uses the same design as the anti-mass spectrometer from Half-Life, in which Gordon Freeman pushes a similar gold crystal labeled anomalous material into, specifically the prongs on the end. Additionally, it also has a resemblance to the portal gun from Portal. Listen to this.
All right.
sound design is incredibly tactile. It sounds like a high voltage vacuum cleaner. That thump when you launch a heavy object has a weight to it that makes you feel the force being applied. The orange glow also became iconic. In a game filled with the gray and blue tones of City 17, that warm orange light served as a beacon of power. It's a design language that says, this tool belongs to the Resistance. What truly makes the gravity gun great is how it changed the FPS combat loop. Ravenholm is basically a tutorial in gravity gun excellence. The developers purposely filled the town with circular saw blades and explosive barrels. It taught players to stop using their pistols and start using their brains. It turned combat into a geometry puzzle. At the very end of the game, the gun gets supercharged by a combine confiscation field, turning the orange glow into a cold, flickering blue. Suddenly, the tech changes. You can now grab organic matter. You aren't just throwing radiators anymore. You're throwing enemy soldiers into each other. It's one of the most satisfying power-up moments in gaming because it takes a tool you've mastered and removes all its limiters. One of the highest skill plays in Half-Life 2 is catching. Seeing a Combine soldier throw a grenade and catching it out of midair with the secondary fire to send it right back. It's a level of interaction that most modern shooters still haven't matched. This can also be done in multiplayer games, though the nature of players moving quickly and unpredictably makes it extremely challenging to pull it off. But it's so satisfying when you do. The gravity gun isn't just a weapon, it's the reason why Half-Life 2 is considered to be a masterpiece. It turned the environment into a weapon in itself. It influenced everything from the portal gun, from Portal, the kinesis module in Dead Space, the grabber in Doom 3 Resurrection. It proved that adding a gravity weapon or ability in a game can be so much fun and extremely satisfying. It's a weapon that trusts the player to be creative. It's a legend of the Source engine, and it's arguably the most important weapon to be ever added into a video game. What do you think of the gravity gun from Half-Life 2? Did you love the super blue version, or did that feel like cheating? And what's the weirdest thing you've ever used as ammo? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And stay tuned because our next weapon is a test of cruel tactical patience. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more Grit Gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.